Who would be the one to break the cycle of people being in interracial relationships? To me, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, when it comes to interracial relationships, I think it is so perfect, it is so great to see the cycle, to see people from different races come together. See white people with black people with white people, Latinos with Japans, North America with South America. To see all different kinds of people from all the different kinds of the world come together and unite as one, it's just perfect. Not only in relationships, but in church services, in the workforce, in sporting events. You definitely see it in sporting events all the time. One person that would definitely break that cycle and would, if you ever see her in an interracial relationship or whatever, if you see this woman in an interracial relationship, everybody's going to start following in foot. And let me explain basically. You see, there's some people that want to mix and want to be in interracial relationships, that want to be. There's some black people that want to be with white people, then there's some white people that want to be with black people. Now, you can see black people with Mexicans, whites with Mexicans, or you can see whites and blacks with anybody except for each other. And this is one of the problems that I've always said for years, and that not only me but other people. The reason why you don't see black and whites a lot of times, especially in relationships, come together, is that one, on account of ancestors and family history, because you see grandma and grandpa don't like mixed races come together, so they're going to do their best to make sure that you don't get with another race other than your own race. Or not only family but friends. Some friends may end up saying, well, why are you going with this black person, or why are you going with this white person? You know, they can't be trusted, whatever. And it's so sad to see. It's so sad to know that we still have racism and prejudice here in America. And really, some of it's not even about racism and prejudice. A lot of it has to do with income, with money. You know, if you go with another race, you may not make as much as if you were to be with somebody with your same race. What I'm trying to say is that this is the reason why that people with all races go in fights and stuff, because we don't unite, we don't help each other out. And especially the Christian world, we are the world's worst when it comes to mixed races. We are the world's worst when it comes to uniting, not only in mixed races but in church houses. The one person that would do great, the one person that would do wonders in this, the one person that would break the cycle, would be the internet sensation Rachel Starr. You know, she is going to be the whole key when it comes to interracial relationships. And she is a fine beauty. She is beautiful, and one of the most beautiful women professionally that I've ever got to meet and see. She is a true professional and a true producer and director. I've known her for a couple of years now, and she is a sensation. And you know, you must be asking yourself, why are you talking about a sensation like that? Why are you talking about a star like that nobody wants to deal with? You see, this is a problem with the Christian world as well. Nobody wants to deal with people that does stuff like she does, or deal with the drug addicts and alcoholics. But yet, before you became a Christian, before you were saved, sanctified, and filled with the sweet Holy Ghost, before you turned out holiness, you was involved in drugs or alcohol. You was involved in sex situations. You was involved in gangs or whatever a sinner life you was a part of. So you're just as guilty as somebody that does sessions. And speaking of sessions, like I said, Alexis Texas, of course, she is another key into interracial sessions and relations. Once Alexis does it, people are gonna start saying, okay, now us blacks, us whites, if I seen Alexis do something like that, or if I seen Alexis with somebody like that, then I can be part of something. I can be part of another race, his life. But once Rachel Starr breaks that cycle, once she gets into the interracial relationship, or once, if she ever, and I believe it's only a matter of time before she does an interracial session, then and only then will the whole world start to break. It'll be over. It's over. Once Rachel Starr breaks that cycle and starts those interracial sessions, or if she's ever in an interracial relationship, it's over. Everybody else that's white's gonna follow Rachel Starr. Everybody that's black is gonna say, okay, now it's safe. Now we can unite and have mixed relationships. Because until Rachel Starr, until she gets in an interracial relationship, or until she ever does her first ever interracial session, the whole world will still witness racism and prejudice, and the whole world will still have this problem of blacks and whites going together. Because I'm telling you, as God's honest truth, even as God is my witness, the Lord, even though sessions of that kind is a sinner's way of life, even though that part of life gets you in bad places that you don't want to go, she, for some reason, God is using a film star as this right now, as an example to the world, he's using a bad thing to turn it to good. Because who knows who Rachel Starr's first black person, first interracial session will be with. It could be with an NBA basketball star. It could be with a football star. Hey, it could even be with me, Mr. Blazin Sexy Chocolate. You never know who it could be with. But once she breaks that cycle and gets into interrelational session, or enters an interracial relationship, all the blacks and whites will say, okay, now this is happening and this is for real.